I used to think of worship as all of the things leading up to the sermon, almost like the pregame show in a way, mainly about the music. And I found that a problem with that is that you can get into a consumer mentality about worship. You can be saying to yourself, is this style of worship my style? Do I like this hymn? Do I like the words? Can I worship along with this praise chorus? And what I've learned is that worship is not about me at all. Worship is all about God. In every aspect of worship, whether it be the gathering of God's people together, the reading of the Word, the preaching of the Word, at the table where we take communion, or the sending out of people, it's all about God.
I used to understand worship in a way that's kind of a binary. In growing up in Haiti and in both Creole, Haitian Creole and French, we have two words for worship, adoration et louange. And worship then took those two forms, and even in a worship service, there was the adoration time, adoration time, when you had the slow, meaningful, thoughtful songs, the hymns. And then the louange was the time when really the culture got in, and then you've got the compa and the rhythm. So now, living in the US, speaking English and attending College Wesleyan, and having one concept, I've come now to understand the way in which these two things merge. It's not one or the other. It's not, oh, now it's time to worship, so let's slow it down. But that worship is everything we do.
I understand corporate worship now as an invitation from God, and that I'm not doing something at Him, but He's actually invited me, and He wants my response. And so then the whole service of worship then becomes many dialogues where I'm talking with Him during the service because He's invited me to. One of the services that really touches me is World Communion Sunday, when we have the different languages going, and sometimes we're saying them all at once. And for some reason, it just touches me because worship is eternal. And so therefore, when we're singing those languages together and we hear different parts and maybe we don't really understand it, it gives us a vision for what God sees for eternity.
The reason I love Holy Week is that there's so many opportunities to go to the Vesper services where you can meditate on the life of Jesus Christ. You have opportunities every day to take communion and take the body and blood of Christ. And then on Good Friday, I'm just always awestruck and just speechless about the work of salvation that Jesus did for us on the cross. And then we go to Easter Sunday and we have the joy of the resurrection of Jesus Christ, and on top of that we have baptism. And I love baptism because it's bringing new life into the church.